some weights. So we're going to start off with the weights in front of you, feet fairly close together, and then we're going to step out into a squat, just drop the weights and come back up to start with, okay? So let's do 8 on one side. I'm going to step out with my right, and squat, and squat. Good, so keeping upright through the upper body, just lower the weights down between the legs. And 5, and 6, and 7, last one, and 8, good. Come up, elbows tucked in, we're gonna bicep curl. We're layering today, so we're gonna put these all together. 4, and 5, staying tall, stomach in, 6, and 7, and 8. Back to the squat. As we come up, we're gonna bicep curl. Now stay with just the squat if it's too much. I'm sure for most of you, you're fine. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now we're going to do squat and reverse lunge as we bicep curl. If that's too hard, because it's a balance challenge, stay with the squat and curl. And 4, and 5, and 6. You can just bicep curl if your legs are getting tired. 7, and 8. Good, well done. I'm going to do that all on the other side. Catch your breath, gets the heart rate up. So, we're just going to squat and back to the center. And 3, and 4, staying upright through the upper body. 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. And we're going to bicep curl. 1, you know what's coming now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Now we're going to put those two together. Squat and curl, squat and curl. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Good. Now drop into the reverse lunge if you can. If not, stay with the squat and curl. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, staying upright through the upper body as you reverse lunge. Last one. Woo, well done. Pop your weights down, grab a drink, and then we're going to move on. So wide squat again, like a ballet plie. We're just going to hold the weights at the top of the thighs, or you can hold them here if you prefer. We're going to do 8. Then we're going to add in upper body and so on. We're going to layer again. All right, so off we go. 1, and 2, and 3. So nice and tall through the upper body. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to hold the weights here, and we're just going to gently push them up, keeping the elbows in. And 3. Breathe out as you push up. 5, and 6. New move. 7, and 8. Okay, now we're going to put those two together. So, break it down, just stay with the squat if it becomes too much. 1, and up, and press. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well done. Okay, let's just work with one weight. Catch your breath. So we're going to side lunge, lowering the weight down to the inside foot, step back and press up. Good, and press up. So we'll do 8 on each side, but we're going to bring in a knee raise to layer again if you want to. These additional moves are obviously optional. Off we go. So 1, and press. 2, and press. 3, press. 4, press. 5, press. 6, press. Keep breathing on the effort. Well, breathe all the way through, but good. Okay, catch your breath. We're going to do the same thing. This time we're going to add in a knee raise. That's a balance challenge, so just work at your own level. If you want to just do a knee raise with a shoulder press, forgetting the lunge, then do that. Okay, off we go. 1, and knee. You need to use your core muscles to keep you stable as you bring up that knee. 4, 6, 7, last 1, 8, good, well done. Glad that's over and I didn't wobble everywhere. Okay, other side, same thing. Off we go. And lunge and press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to add in the knee raise again, optional. Take a break if you need to. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Well done. Good. We might come back to some of those at the end or towards the end. Okay. So we're going to go down onto the mat now. So onto your backs, if you can, and the arms are a chest press, okay? So we're going to have the elbows out to the side in line with the shoulders. The wrists are over the elbow. For the moment, we're just going to bridge up as we press up. 1. Then we'll layer again. 2. So squeeze your glutes and press up. 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Breathe out as you press up. 7. And 8. Good. Now we're going to add in some legs. You can stay with the bridge or you can have your legs in tabletop. But as we press up, we're going to lower the legs. Make sure your back is pressed into the mat. So your tummy is doing all the work lowering your legs. If it's too much, you can just do one leg at a time from tabletop. 2 more, I think, lost count. Good. And pop the weights down. Have a nice stretch through from fingers to toes. Good, well done. Okay. Going to turn over onto our fronts now into Superman position. And obviously, if this is difficult for you, then we're working through the tricep, so you can always do the tricep work standing up. So what we're going to do is in the Superman position, we're going to take one leg back and the arm. So we're doing a tricep kick back in a Superman position. So the elbow is up by the ribs. The upper arm doesn't move. You're just hinging back from the elbow. If you can't kneel, then you can do this in a standing tricep kick back. And 4, 3, 2, extend that leg, 1. Lovely. We're going to turn and do that on the other side. So keep your neck in line with your spine, your shoulders over your wrists, your hips are over your knees, and then we just kick that leg back, same time as the arm. Off we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 4 more. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Well done. Good. We're going to go back to the bridge with chest press. Do one more set of each of these. So now you know where we're going. Pick your level. Wrists over elbows. So bridging up or legs up and lowering. Off we go. 1. Take the legs as low as you can, but make sure your back is pressed into the mat. Good. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. And 2. And 3. And 4. Good. Well done. Okay, just bring your knees into your chest for a little bit of a hug. Have a roll around. Just stretch through for a moment. Point the fingers away from the toes. Good. And then we're going to gently come up, back to the Superman with the tricep kick back. You can always do tricep dips off a chair if you prefer. And off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doing 12 on each side. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Good. Changing sides. Same thing. Elbow up to the rib cage. Nicely balanced. Off we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good, well done. Pop the weights down, sit back on your heels, have a stretch through. Okay, we're going to come up via a downward dog. So into kneeling position, curl your toes, push your bottom up into the air. So stretch through. Heels to bottom, chest through to thighs, and then walk all the way up. Just have a nice roll up through the stomach. Good, well done. Put the mat away for the moment. Have a quick drink. Going back into a bit of strength training. Well, that was strength training, but just on the floor. And then we'll come back and do another routine on the floor in a little while. Okay. Good. So we're going to go back and do just one set of all the exercises that we did at the beginning. So let's start with the wide squat, and we'll go straight into the press up. Now you know the moves. So we're going to squat and press up, keeping the elbows in. 2, 3. If it's too much to lift the weights up, just work through the lower body. 6, 7, going for 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. We're going to go back to the squat with bicep curl and a reverse lunge. And if you want to just stay with the squat and curl, do. So the weights are here, and we're going to squat. Sorry, that wasn't a squat. We're going to squat and curl, and squat and curl. Okay, so just stay with the squat and curl as you step in if the lunge is too much. Just to remind you. Good, let's do another 3 with the lunge. And last one. Good. Okay, other side. So we're going to squat and curl. And then we're going to bring in the reverse lunge for those that want to. Good, another 4. Last one. See, I'm still awful at counting, even though I haven't got you in front of me. Okay, side lunge with the knee raise. So the knee raise is optional, now you know. So side lunge and press with the knee. Good, just slow it down a little bit. Really use your core there. Just to hold that knee up. Let's do 4 more. And last one. Woo! The balance is a challenge on that. Good, well done. Other side, so 12 on this side. 1. And 2. And 3. And 5. 6. 7. And 8. Good, well done. I was slightly wobbly on the first 2 or 3, and it's because I wasn't concentrating on my core. I wasn't actively thinking about engaging it. I was thinking about what was going on elsewhere. So that's just a helpful tip. Really think about engaging those core muscles, and it really keeps you stable. Okay? Good. Picking up both weights. We're just going to hold them here. We're going to do a little bit more of a wide squat, but we're going to bring in some heel raises as well. So we're going to go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Bring your feet slightly close together. Now we're going to heel raise. Heel, heel, and snatch up. And almost put in a little jump as you come back up to standing. So pull everything in, work the inner thighs as you snatch up. Heel, heel, and snatch. Heel, heel, and snatch. 2 more. Keep smiling. And last one. Heel, heel, and snatch. Lovely. Good. Well done. Let's give the legs a rest. and let's do a little bit of upper body. So we're going to get into that good morning position. Bottom pushed away, back straight. And we're going to take the weights from here, fly out, and then row up. You're all familiar with this. It's just really good to work the back. Okay, so we'll do 8 each way, starting with a fly. And row. Fly. And row. So bringing the elbows up, past the rib cage, as you row. And fly. And row. Good. 2 more sets. Good. Make this the last one. Lovely. Okay, well done. Good. We're going to do a squat and press ladder. So we do 1 squat, 1 press, 2 squats, 2 press, and we're going to go right the way through to 6. If you need to take a break before we get there, then do. You'll know this from classes. So 1 squat, 1 press, 2 squats. So you come back up, squat, and press. 3 squats. So weight back, sitting on that imaginary chair, keeping up right through the upper body. Okay, good for 4. 1, and 2, and 3. If it's too much for you, just drop the weights and work on plain squats or shoulder presses. Not that there's anything plain about squatting, but gentle. This is 5. Last one. Good. 1, 5 presses. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go for 6. Peel off if you need to. 1, and 2, 3. Keep smiling. 4, 5, and 6. 6 presses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nearly there. 5, and 6. Woo! Well done. Good. Okay, let's take a moment, grab a drink, and then we'll go back down to the floor. Now I'm going to use a bender ball. We're going to do side plank leg raises. If you don't have a bender ball, then you can do the regular side plank raises with either your hip on the mat, working through leg lifts in that way, or you can come up onto your knee as a support, keeping the top shoulder back. I'm going to tuck my bender ball under my ribs with legs straight. And the lower hand is supporting my head. The top hand is here for support if I need it, or ideally the other side of the head. We engage the core. Pick your level, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can do this without a bender ball. 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 10, then we're going to pulse for 6 on the 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Bring the knee in for a hug, and we're going to do the same thing again. So you don't need the ball. You can be flat on the mat with your hip, but just with the knee supporting you, or raised up on your elbow or extended arm. If you've got the bender ball, then legs are straight. Off we go. 1. Keep that top shoulder back. 2, 3. Engaging the core. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to pulse for 6, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Should feel that all through the glute. Okay. So you want the glute doing the work. Lovely. Let's change sides. Do the same thing on the other side. No sneaking off to make a cup of coffee. I can see you. Okay, so head is supporting me. Okay, ball under my ribs. So nicely lined up. So I've got to engage the core because I'm naturally wobbling. Okay, engage the core. Isolate the glute muscle, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing, 10. And then pulse, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo! Bring the knee in for a hug. And then same thing again. That's it. So engage those core muscles, it's key. Off we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lovely, well done. Okay, sit back onto your heels for a little bit of a stretch through. And we're just going to gently drop the bottom to one side of the heels. So you get a stretch through the glute muscle. The bendables are still rolling away, and drop the glute to the other side, other heel. Good, well done. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of core work now. So if you have a bender ball, you can use it to support you in the back, as you normally do. So tuck it in, and it just offers that little bit of support. We engage those muscles, so curling the pelvis, engage those muscles. You don't have to use it. I'm not going to. So I'm going to take the weights. So the weights are optional. You can work through with the bender ball, moving backwards and forwards. We're going to curl the pelvis and find a place where the stomach is holding us. And I'm going to punch across. Now, if it's too much, you carry on. If you're using weights and you're comfortable, you can do it just punching across. You don't need the weights. Just take it a little bit lower so that your stomach is just holding you. And if you've got the bender ball to support you, great. So just work at your own level. Don't hurt your back. And punch. Good. Smile. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Well done. Come up. Pop the weights down. Hold the outside of the knees. Sit up nice and tall. And feel that stretch through the back. Good. Well done. We'll come back and do another set of core work in a second. So we're going to go back and do a bridge. If you've got a bender ball, pop it between your knees. You know where we're going. We're going to do our little bridge circuit. Or you can do a bridge either on the bender ball, or if you want to, with your feet up on the chair, which makes the bridge that little bit harder. Okay, so we're going to find a level. So gentle level, the ball between the knees. I'm going to bridge up and squeeze the ball. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. So if you haven't got a bender ball, you can put your feet up on a chair and really lift those hips up. Take the hands up, makes it a little bit harder. Good. 2 more, last one. And stay up. And now we're going to pulse the hips up. 1, 2, squeezing the ball. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stay up there. And now squeeze the ball. Grab a cushion if you haven't got a ball. 1, 2, working through the inner thighs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now just hold everything. Squeeze that ball or cushion and stay up in the bridge for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. And come down and bring your knees up for a hug. I hope everybody found a level. I know not everybody's got a bender ball, but hopefully there was enough in there for everybody. Good. Let's gently roll up. And we're going to do one more set of punch across with the weights. If you've got a bender ball and you just want to go backwards and forwards to work through the stomach muscles, to keep them engaged, then work at that level. Or you can join me with the punches and you don't have to use weights. Good. So curling the pelvis, finding that place where the stomach's engaged, off we go. 1, 2, 3. So it's a variation on a Russian twist. 5, 6, going for 16, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Good. Well done. Pop the weights down. And then we're going to have a nice stretch through again. So really elongate the body, point the fingers, point the toes. Good. And last core exercise, I'll just get my weights out of the way. So you're going to take your arms and legs into star jump position. And the gentle level is just to lift up the leg and the opposite arm, keeping the arms and legs relaxed but straight. So you're working your tummy. This is too much for you, you don't like the feeling of it, you can turn over and do an elbow plank, a regular plank. Next level, come up. Slap the shin. So using your tummy. Good. This is the last exercise on the floor. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, well done. Stretch through. Good. Hopefully everybody found a level there. Gosh, 5 minutes to go. Good. Well done. So we'll put away the equipment. We're just going to finish with what's called prisoner lunges, just to finish before we stretch. So we're going to go into a forward lunge. They're called prisoner lunges because your hands are behind your head, helps keep your body upright. So we're going to do 10 on each leg and then we'll go into a nice cool down and stretch. So 1, and push back, change legs. 2, 3, push back from that front foot. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. So we're doing 20 altogether, and 10. So another 10, 1, and 2. Staying upright through the upper body. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Last one, and 10. Woo, lovely, well done. Give yourselves a good shake out. Have a drink, and then we'll go into a nice stretch. So we're going to do a walk down. I'll show you from the front and then from the side so you can see all angles, unfortunately. Most of you will know this. It's the walk down into the low, stretchy lunge. So walking down, out into a plank, and then we bring the foot round to the side of the hands. If you can't do this, we're just going to go into a kneeling lunge and stretch through the hip flexor that way. Okay, so I'll demonstrate from the side as well. So roll down, walk your hands out into a plank. Nice and straight back, and then you bring your leg round to the side of the hands and lower through the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. The inside hand, the one closest to the foot, goes up. Look up at it and lower down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put the hand back down, swing that leg around, and bring the other one forward. So I'll show you from the front on this one. So lower down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inside hand goes up, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Okay, so we're going to stretch through the glute now. So if you want to turn over onto your back and do the regular glute stretch, or you can come back into a plank and drop into a pigeon where your knee comes through and you lower your chest. So that's what that looks like from the side. Or if not, you want your back in the regular glute stretch, with this knee pushing up into this foot. Hope somebody finds a level in all of this. Oh dear, it's all good fun. Good. I'm going to change legs, so flip over, or other side if you're doing the pigeon, other glute stretch. And then we're going to go into a hamstring stretch, so the leg is extended on the floor. So turn over and join us if you were doing the pigeon. Keeping the leg nice and straight if you can. Neck and shoulders on the mat on the floor. So pull towards you and change legs. Try to hold either at the calf or the thigh. Don't hold at the knee because that's the natural contusion. You end up just pulling your knee towards you. Okay, good. So we're going to turn over, stretch through again, child's pose. Good. Let's do the Superman in this, not Superman, cat stretch in this position. If you need to do it standing, then by all means do. So round through the upper back. Dip the back and extend, so sticking the head of the bottom up and out. One more each way. And then we're going to push up via a downward dog to go into a quad stretch. So if you prefer to do quads on the floor, stay down. So curl the toes, hinge up at the hips, bottom goes up in the air. Press that head through the elbows, heels to the ground. I'm not very good at downward dogs, to be honest. I'm not a yoga teacher. But if you feel a good stretch through, and then we're rolling up. Good. Okay, nearly there, guys. Coffee time. Quad stretch. So elongate the thigh by pushing the hips forward, keeping the knees together. Hope you've enjoyed it. Good. And change legs. Get your balance. Lovely. Okay, stepping back for a calf stretch. Feet are straight, back heel down. Bring one arm across the body, pull it towards you. Look over the shoulder that you're stretching. Good. Same thing on the other leg. Heel goes down, feet are straight, arm towards you, and pull. Chest stretch, so the hands come up behind. It's quite hard to lift them up, but if you can, stretches through the shoulders and the chest, and then just the triceps and we're done. Good, so hand up, drop it down between the shoulder blades, pull on the elbow, and then same thing on the other side. Woohoo, lovely. Well done, we'll switch off the recording and then I'll come and have a chat with you all. Thanks for joining me, well done.